Wiring in the tach today. That's what it's looking like in the dash. Looks kind of like the clock. Not exactly, but pretty close, right? Closer than any other tach I've ever seen. It's from Speed Hut. It's a 2 5/8. It's a tiny bit smaller around there. Right around the edges. There was the cap there. I didn't have the clock in there. But, it's not a huge deal. If it is, you can probably get one of these aluminum plates made pretty cheap and easy. So anyway, I'm wiring it in. What you have is power, ground, and this white wire is the pointer light. Then this over here is a power inverter for whatever, and this is the dial light around the numbers. So I figured out where to put it. I don't know if my flash is on the phone, if you'll be able to see what's going on under here, but I'm wiring it right into the ignition switch. See where it says accessory? That's exactly where I'm tapping the wire in for the power feed. And then of course it goes to the coil. So I'm using this, and this is going to go on the end of the red right there, and they're just going to plug right into each other. Alright, had to pull this flat blade piece out of the housing because that end is way too small, so I need to open it up and then clamp it down on there. Alright, we've got the blade terminal wired in there. It's kind of a horrible angle. I think is it? Well, I can't find it, but there it is right there. Alright, so I'm going to put this on the power end, and it's going to clip right onto there, just like so, so I can undo it if I need to. Now when you're doing it, you want to make sure that when you touch your test light to it with the ignition off, you don't want the light to light up. So then when you turn your key to the on position, that's when you should get light. So that's how you know you're in the right spot. Because the spot directly above where I hooked the wire that I hooked this up to, there's only 4 wires. The one directly above where I hooked it up to is hot all the time. So that wouldn't be good. Alright, I have my end on there. And they may be wondering why I'm not soldering it. I plugged my soldering iron in for about 20 minutes before I did this, and it's not working. And I don't have the money to go buy a new one right now. And it's driving me crazy to have the tach in there and not have it hooked up. So I'm doing this temporarily. I'm going to come back through. I'm going to fix everything. I'm going to patch all the wiring on the car and everything. So not a big deal. It'll do for now. I'm going to hold off on hooking up the lights just because I'm not too concerned with it. I just want to have the tach working. That's my main concern. And then I'll go from there. Alright, got all that taken care of. Now we're going around to the engine side. Now it hooks right on all tachs on these motors. Hook onto the negative terminal. Where is it? See the negative? This one over here has a positive somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's there. So it hooks on to this side right here. So I'm going to disconnect the battery to make sure nothing's going on in that coil. So I don't want to fry the coil, fry the gauge, whatever. And we need terminals. large. This one looks perfect. So the power wire for the tach, or the signal wire, I'm sorry, is yellow. This other one's for my 12-volt conversion, so all this has to be taped so it doesn't look terrible, because right now it looks like junk with wires going everywhere. Alright, have the end crimped on, and I'm going to wrap it right around here. Then when I tape all this together, I'm taping all this right up, so it's going to look just like all one harness, and it's going to look great. Alright, if you've done the 12-volt conversion, well, if you didn't do it, you wouldn't be using this tach. But a 10mm wrench is a tiny bit too large for this terminal, but I don't have the right size wrench, and I'm not trying to use an adjustable, so it'll work. This back on there. Tighten it down. Out here. Hopefully it's not ruining the sound quality of this video. Make it nice and snug. You don't want to tighten it too much and break the terminal or anything. We'll make sure this one's nice and tight while I'm here. Alright. Wrong size, of course. And that should be it.